For years, racing game fans have been asking for one thing. One location above every other location on the planet. One setting so perfectly built for speed, so rich in automotive culture, so visually breathtaking that it almost felt too good to ever actually happen. And then Playground Games looked at every poll, read every forum post, heard every plea, and they delivered. Japan is here. Forza Horizon 6 is here, and I need you to understand something before we go any further. This is not just the best Forza Horizon game ever made. This might be the best open-world racing game that has ever existed. Let me show you why. Forza Horizon 6 was developed by Playground Games with support from Turn 10 Studios and published by Xbox Game Studios. It launched on Xbox Series X/S and PC on May 19, 2026, with Premium Edition players getting in 4 days early on May 15th. It is available on Game Pass from day one, making this one of the most accessible launches in the franchise's entire history. The series has always been about chasing a feeling, that perfect moment when the road opens up, the music hits, and everything else in the world disappears. Horizon 4 gave us the rolling seasons of Britain. Horizon 5 gave us the volcanic drama of Mexico. But Japan was always the dream. The fans wanted it, the culture demanded it. And after everything Playground Games learned across 5 previous entries, they finally felt ready to do it justice. They were right to wait. The campaign structure in Horizon 6 does something genuinely new and smart for this franchise. You don't arrive in Japan as a superstar. You don't start with the keys to a hypercar. You arrive as a tourist, a complete unknown, and you have to earn every single thing. You begin by completing the Horizon qualifiers just to get into the festival as a rookie driver. From there, you climb through Wristband ranks, each tier locking you into a specific class of car, forcing you to truly learn and master machines you might have ignored in previous games before the game hands you anything faster. At the top of that climb sits the Golden Wristband, and the moment you earn it, a previously hidden region of the map unlocks exclusively for you, Legend Island, an area of Japan accessible only to players who put in the work. It is a progression system that finally gives the Horizon campaign genuine stakes, real direction, and the finish line worth racing toward. Now let's talk about the world itself, because this is where Forza Horizon 6 does something that genuinely needs to be seen to be believed. Japan as a setting is not just bigger than previous Horizon maps, it is architecturally more complex, more vertically layered, more culturally specific than anything Playground Games has ever attempted. Tokyo City alone, the urban core of the map, is 5 times larger than any city ever built in a previous Horizon game. 5 times! You have the neon-drenched downtown streets of Shibuya, the industrial docklands threaded with elevated highways, quiet suburban neighborhoods that feel genuinely lived in, and iconic landmarks like Shibuya Crossing and Tokyo Tower rendered with meticulous real-world accuracy. But Tokyo is only one piece of a much larger picture. Beyond the city, the map opens into mountain passes carved through ancient cedar forests, coastal roads that hug dramatic cliff tops above a gray Pacific, rural farmland blanketed in cherry blossoms, and always the colossal silhouette of Mount Fuji watching over everything from above like a permanent reminder of exactly where you are. The dynamic seasonal system returns, and in Japan, it reaches a new level of meaning. These seasons don't simply repaint the landscape, they transform its entire character. Spring brings cherry blossom storms that fill the air with pink petals catching your headlights on a mountain touge at dusk in the cess. Summer turns the mountain forest dense and green and alive. Autumn sets the cedar canopy on fire with amber and gold. Winter buries the rural roads in snow and turns the mountain passes into something genuinely dangerous and gorgeous simultaneously. Each season also carries cultural weight. Festivals, daikoku car meets, community events that make the world feel like it is actually responding to time rather than just changing its color palette. Over 550 real-world cars are available at launch, with a deeply satisfying emphasis on JDM classics and modern Japanese performance machinery. The cover car, the 2025 Toyota GR GT prototype, is a statement of everything this game is about. engine audio has been completely rebuilt using new acoustic modeling technology that makes every single car sound distinct and physically authentic in a way previous Horizon entries never quite achieved. Steering animations now support up to 540 degrees of wheel rotation. These cars don't just look right, they feel right, they sound right. The gap between Horizon 6 and everything that came before it in terms of automotive authenticity is the widest it has ever been. The new Touge Battle system deserves its own spotlight because it is one of the most exciting additions this franchise has ever introduced. Head-to-head duels on narrow, winding mountain roads, no barriers, no safety nets, pure skill and momentum, and the constant, terrifying knowledge that one wrong input sends you into the trees. It taps directly into Japan's legendary street racing culture in a way that feels genuine and earned rather than cosmetic. Combined with the Daikoku car meets, the upgraded Collab Event Lab toolset that now supports full multiplayer creation, and the seamless online integration that lets friends drop into your world at any moment, Horizon 6 builds a social and competitive ecosystem around its open world that is richer and more rewarding than any previous entry. Visually, this game is operating in a completely different atmosphere from its competition. On PC with Ray Trace Global Illumination, Ray Trace Reflections, and NVIDIA DLSS 4 support, it is genuinely one of the most beautiful games ever rendered. Cherry blossoms catch afternoon light with physical accuracy that makes you stop mid-race just to look. Tokyo at night reflects neon across wet asphalt in layers of color that feel more like photography than computer graphics. On Xbox Series X, the experience is nearly identical in terms of beauty, stable, smooth, and running with a confidence that makes the hardware feel purpose-built for exactly this moment. The art direction achieves something rare. Every environment is both a showcase of Japan's natural and cultural beauty and a perfectly engineered stage for going very fast in very expensive cars. Sound design is the best in franchise history without a close second. The soundtrack is the most diverse Horizon has ever assembled, incorporating Japanese artists alongside international acts in a way that serves the setting with genuine respect rather than tokenism. Extensive field recordings across all 4 real seasons in Japan create an ambient layer underneath everything. Wind moving through bamboo groves, rain on mountain asphalt, the distant pulse of a city that never fully sleeps. The remastered engine audio and acoustic modeling system sitting beneath all of that creates a total sensory experience that elevates every single moment behind the wheel. The strengths of Forza Horizon 6 are genuinely overwhelming. The world is the greatest open-world racing game ever constructed, not by a small margin, but by a significant and immediately obvious distance. The progression system gives the campaign real meaning and direction for the first time in the series. The JDM car roster and Touge Battle system are a love letter to Japanese automotive culture written with authentic care. The seasonal system is the most impactful it has ever been, and the volume and variety of content available from day one is staggering in a way that suggests years of post-launch support will only build on an already exceptional foundation. The weaknesses are real, but genuinely minor in context. The Wristband progression system that restricts car class access in early campaign rounds will frustrate veteran players who arrive with a specific dream garage in mind and want immediate access to it. The density of Tokyo's urban environment, extraordinary as a visual achievement, occasionally creates collision and camera situations in tighter circuit events that feel chaotic rather than skillful. And for players who have been deeply invested in this franchise across multiple entries, certain structural elements of the Horizon loop will carry a familiarity that reads either as beloved comfort or missed opportunity depending entirely on your perspective. Compared to Forza Horizon 5, this is a generational step forward in world design, cultural depth, progression meaning, and automotive authenticity. Compared to every other open-world racing game available in 2026, Horizon 6 doesn't just win the comparison, it makes the comparison feel almost unfair to raise. This game was built for everyone who has ever loved cars, for the Forza faithful who have been requesting Japan across every poll and comment section for a decade, for the newcomer who wants the single greatest entry point into open-world racing that exists anywhere, and for the player who simply wants to point their car at the horizon, choose the perfect song, and drive until the world runs out of road. Here is the final verdict. Forza Horizon 6 is the best open-world racing game ever made. Japan was worth every year of waiting. This world is worth every hour you will spend inside it. This game is worth every penny of its asking price. And on Game Pass, it is one of the greatest value propositions in gaming right now. Is Forza Horizon 6 worth playing? It is one of the most essential gaming experiences of 2026. The answer is yes, and it is not remotely close. Now, I want to hear from you. What car did you drive first the moment you loaded in, and what is your favorite road you have found so far in Japan? Drop it in the comments right now. Like the video if this review helped you decide. Subscribe so you never miss a review, and I'll see you out there on the streets of Tokyo.